Hello students. So today we will be discussing about the procedure of selection of candidates who can do voting in the Indian legislature. People who can choose members, people who can vote, what kind of people they would be voting, and all these facets of voting process we will be discussing today. So let's see what the book has to offer. Who can choose members? All Indian citizens above the age of 18 can exercise franchise, that is the right to vote, to elect their representatives. This is called universal adult franchise. The name of those who can vote are recorded in the voters list. So who can choose members? Anybody who has crossed the age of 18 can be a voter. So that is universal adult franchise. That is what is called universal adult franchise. Franchise is the right to vote, and that is what is the process of voting in the elections. So what happens is the people who are above the age of 18 and those who go to vote, their name is registered in a voters list. There is a voters list and all of them are issued voting IDs. So all of the voters ID card you must have heard of, those voters ID card are issued to people who have crossed the age of 18 and those who are eligible to vote. The President of India may nominate or appoint up to 2 members from the Anglo-Indian community to the Lok Sabha if there are not enough elected members to represent the community. So what is the situation? In the Lok Sabha, the President is in the power to exercise and appoint 2 members from Indian Anglo-Indian community, and those people from Anglo-Indian community, they are elected as members of Lok Sabha. So President exercises this option when he has seen that there are not enough members in the Lok Sabha from Anglo-Indian community. So this is what President exercises. Who can be a member? To become a member of a lower house of a legislature, a person must be a citizen of India. He must be at least 25 years old, must not be bankrupt or mentally absurd or unsound, must not hold any government job. So these are the 4 criteria, those who can be a member. Presiding officer. The newly elected members elect from among themselves a presiding officer called the speaker. So the members who are elected to the Lok Sabha, they decide a presiding member who will be their speaker, who will hold the discussions all together. The speaker conducts the proceedings of the house and maintains order within the house. So the speaker is responsible for conducting the speakings of the house and proceedings of the house and maintains order. At the end of a debate, a speaker may take a vote on the issue. He can exercise his own casting vote, deciding votes only in a case of tie. After the end of debate, the party who has taken advantage, who has won, the speaker decides. He takes a vote, and the more votes are in the favor of party A, then party A will be winning over party B. So, but if in case there is a tie, there will be speaker who will be casting his own vote. The members who elect a deputy speaker who conducts the proceedings of the house in speaker's absence. Members also elect a deputy speaker. If the speaker is absent, deputy speaker will take the stage and he will take care of the proceedings of the house. So now we have completed lower house. We come to upper house now. We will be discussing upper house, that is Rajya Sabha. Elections. The upper house is never dissolved. In other words, it is not officially broken up after a fixed term to be formed anew. 1/3 of its members retire every 2 years. Elections are then held for these vacancies. Each member is elected for a term of 6 years. So, upper house is never dissolved, which means it never happens that all the members of the party are taken out and a new member is set in. It basically never dissolves. That is the meaning of dissolvement. So it does not dissolve. There are always a rotation period of 2 years for every person for every member who would go away and new elections would be held for new members to join. Who can choose members? An upper house has elected members and nominated members. The elected members are elected indirectly. We will continue about who can choose members in our next class. So for the time being, we stop here. Have a good day, students.